Now, 35 labor unions are in a meeting to decide whether or not to declare strike following government's refusal to withdraw a directive to the ECG to charge a 15% value-added tax on electricity consumption. As we speak, the TUC boss, Dr. Yao, is speaking at this particular meeting. Let's take you there live now.
VAT now bind their base electricity consumers are ofie bikiano. They say you and you know you ma bind up to 31st say omunchin sign. Now so man chance say ye beba na ya betu amufo. Awie ye ba ya ye betu amufo. Na yasem no say on the 13th of February ye nyina Ghana fo nyina kabom na ya demonstrate regional capitals nyina Ghana workers formal informal public sector private sector ye nyina kabom I think I could see Boga foul bia 13th na ye be mamu details no actually because committee no be my route no na ade na dey atomani enti esemo a ewo no tete sa ban empese ye be say demonstration na omontwin sign so man twin letter na sign na ya anti bibia by Tuesday 13th of February and ye bibia nsi e ho kwan Ghana fo nyina ye betiesi amontin so na ya kira ban say ye ntua ye ntiase ema we ye man ye say sa VAT no ye mpe nti omontwin sign nti asema wo ha no tete ye de ye ntehe na ye ntehe efi 23rd ababesi ene asema kan ye say omontwin sign nti na ma no so nti ye ko demonstration simple okay oh I think this is VAT, so let's leave
So that was Dr. Yao, who is chair for the Trade Union Congress, speaking there about this whole withdrawal of the 15% VAT on electricity consumption. Now, they gave government an ultimatum to withdraw this particular provision, but that was not the case. The VAT has been implemented, and they've been giving further directions. My colleague Papani Ashley is at this meeting, and he'll be joining us shortly with some more from the meeting of the TUC. We would have to understand exactly what is the direction going forward. The specifics of what exactly they said, we'll be bringing that to you here on the post. But we know that there's other issues is what the TUC gave government to address. Now, we also understand that in relation to this, some labor unions are striking over unpaid allowances and tier 2 pensions. We'll be bringing that to you also here on the show. But like I said, Papani will be joining us from this meeting with the decisions that has been taken there so that we all know going forward what TUC intends to do, because the ultimatum given government has expired. So Papani is joining us on the line now. Papani, grateful. What did TUC decide to do going forward?
They haven't had a single communication from government, so they have taken the easiest decision to decide to embark on a massive demonstration across all the regions in the country on the 13th of February 2024. So that is the decision that TUC has taken just now after a consultative meeting among its members right now at the TUC building here in Accra.
Interesting. So it means that on the 13th of February, they are embarking on demonstrations across the country.
Yes, that's that's what exactly they said. And we heard word from the other unions. We heard from Clockstack, which is another big union on its own, backing this particular demonstration. Secondly, we have heard from the teacher unions, again, NAGRA, Andrew Kabonoja spoke a few minutes ago when he said, well, they back this fully, and right after the demonstration, if government doesn't say anything, it will follow with a strike action.
Interesting. So how many groups were there? And I mean, you've mentioned NAGRAT and NAT, you've mentioned CLOCSAG. Are they the only ones?
I can barely count anyone, but everybody under the umbrella of the TUC was here. So CLOCSAG, CEU was here, the teacher unions, the NAGRAT, the Nurses Association were here. I am also heavily represented. So, I mean, talk about any union under the TUC, and they were definitely at this meeting.
Okay, which means that if government does something, then these demonstrations won't come off, right?
Well, that's the expectation, that if government gives them exactly what they want to hear, and that's only one, government must withdraw this. If they do that, then certainly they are willing to back down on this demonstration, which will also follow by a strike. However, they tell me that they are not interested in any conversation on dialogue. No dialogue. All they want to hear is that government has withdrawn this particular decision. I mean, they go on to say that if they don't fight this decision, it only means that government gets its leeway to now begin to tax every single thing. And they just mentioned that there's a VAT that has been imposed on publishers as well. So they find it as a duty to make sure that they quash the VAT on electricity consumption for residential users, or else government will do more damage than what it is doing now.
So we know that there will be a demonstration, and the teacher unions are also threatening a strike action. Is this strike action supposed to begin from the 13th of February or at a later date?
Well, from what Clockstack said, this is supposed to be an action that follows right after the demonstration. So it's not going to happen concurrently. But I'm just told that from Monday, however, all members of TUC have been directed to wear red from Monday.
Okay, interesting. Grateful to you. So that's our colleague Papani. So if you just joined us here, TUC has announced that on the 13th of February, if government does nothing before that day about the withdrawal of the VAT on electricity consumption, they will stage various demonstrations across the country. However, from Monday, their members will wear red to signify their intention to demonstrate against government's imposition of a 15% VAT on electricity consumption. Now, we're being told that right after those demonstrations, the teacher unions will also embark on strike actions to protest the imposition of the 15% VAT on electricity. Interesting times ahead of Ghana. Now, we're being told that this announcement by TUC is also, being given the needed commendation by all the unions under TUC, which means that this is going to be a nationwide one, and one that would probably ground a lot of the things that government does as well. So government should be prepared for this heavy demonstration and strike action by TUC if it does nothing about the imposition of the 15% VAT. Now, people are expecting what will be government's reaction to these calls by TUC and the other unions. Now, TUC has been addressing a press conference. Surely we'll be hearing from this news conference that was addressed.